So this is our main login page for Contix One CRM platform. We just need to enter our email ID, then get the verification code on Gmail. So this is our main dashboard. In dashboard we are displaying all kinds of data like data overview for contacts, then backlog statuses, task breakdowns, opportunities, and conversations, also bookings for calendars, each and everything. So this is our main calendar grid. So in main calendar grid we have monthly view, weekly view, and we are supporting daily view as well. So now first thing in calendar we need to do is create a calendar. So currently we are supporting three kinds of calendar: personal booking, round robin, and class booking. So let's create a personal booking calendar. First thing we need to do is enter name of calendar, select a particular owner, then give a particular custom URL slug. Then it is going to validate this URL slug whether it is available. If it is available, then this slug will be automatically created. We can give meeting duration, working hours, we can configure each and everything. So I'll keep maximum bookings per day unlimited, and then bookings per slot 2. Then I'm going to create this calendar. So now in edit calendar I'm going to just mark this conference location as Google Meet, then save this. Now second thing we need to do is connect our Google Calendars account. So in Google Calendars account, this is the OAuth. So these are the four scopes and permission which are requested. So first one is see, edit and share permanent and delete all the calendars that you can access using Google Calendar. So we need this because of for creating appointment, then editing, deleting, setting up Google Meet links, then watching the calendar for changes, and also syncing it. Now second is seeing personal information. So when user connects their Google account, our app reads their name and profile picture from Google account. So this is used to identify who connected which calendar in calendar integration document. Third one is seeing your primary Google account email address. So we need it because after OAuth completes, our app calls get connection email in line. To extract all the email addresses from the token, the email is stored as email address in calendar integration documents. And the fourth one is associate you with your personal info on Google. So this is the OpenID Connect scope. It tells Google to issue an ID token alongside the access token. So without this we cannot establish a verified identity for connections. So I'm just going to connect this my Google account. The connection is successful. Then now I'll mark this Google Calendar as primary. Now after marking this calendar as account as primary, now in calendars, this is how we generate a public URL through which any anonymous user can just book our appointment. So I'm going to copy this, open a new tab, and make a public appointment. So this is our page from where the user books our public appointment. Also, the thing is like after user connects his Google account, then we are automatically syncing his external appointments in our Contix One calendar. So now in our public booking page, let's create one appointment. 30th of April, select a time slot 2:30 AM, fill in all the details, and then click confirm booking. So now as soon as the booking is confirmed, it is going to show you redirect you to the confirmed page. Now from here, user can directly either join the meeting, and you can see in our Contix One calendar, this appointment will be created as well. So now in this appointment, here we are displaying all. So here we are displaying each and every information like appointment time, then meeting, appointment owner, and primary contact. Here also, either we can copy the meeting link and share it with any person, or directly join the meeting from here itself. Also, this appointment we created, this will be directly sent into the Google Calendars. Here it is. So 2:30, this is the appointment we had created. Now we are going to edit this appointment. So in appointments, we are going to just edit this, change the date from 30th to 29th, here to 30th to 29, and then click on save, change the confirmation status to confirm, then save the changes. So now as soon as these changes have saved, this change will be automatically redirected to, changed in Google Calendar as well. So in Google Calendar, we can see from 30th, our meeting has been transferred from 30th to 29th. Now we are going to just delete this appointment. Now for deleting this, so this appointment has been deleted. Same from here as well, the appointment will be deleted, and in Google Calendars also same, the appointment will be automatically deleted. So this is all about the calendar service.